few years ago, I started to write a book. This book was not necessarily meant to be published at any time, and its main purpose was to reflect on my personal but incredible journey as an artist. From a lost child with no perspective to a globally recognized artist in the psychedelic trance field that spans 5 continents and countless countries. The adventures that I experienced were life-changing and, in my view, worth recording in written form. A life in trance. Excited, I stand on the huge stage in the Brazilian hinterland of Sao Paulo. My heart starts beating even faster now. I'm excited, but focused like a Spartan soldier. My senses sharpen as I walk up the stairs to the stage. Bit by bit, the gigantic crowd reveals itself. 15,000 souls are dancing in a trance as I walk onto the stage. Arriving at the mixer, I focus on preparing my equipment. The artist in front of me ends his set. People gossip, then there is a short silence. The colorful crowd of dancing people looks at me expectantly. I position myself right in the middle of the huge stage as I play the first song, I Love LSD, one of my biggest hits. Breathe one last time. I slowly pull the fader of the mixer up. The 4/4 beat starts slowly. The high frequencies are filtered, while the filter cutoff gradually opens up. The bass line now comes to the forefront. The synth uplifters set in, and an unreal mystical sound complements the composition. Sound, light, future, fantasy. The modulated, synthetically sounding female voice slowly sounds from the huge speakers. The words sound exactly on the 2nd and 4th beat. There's a short pause after each word. The mantra sounds again. Sound, light, future, fantasy. One more time, and again. It increases. Continue. Even more. Goosebumps are noticeable on my right arm and my back. The crowd is slowly moving. One last time. Sound, light, future, fantasy. Up, further up. Uplifter, a final drum roll, and the upward smoldering bass prepare the massive crowd for the approaching drop. I jump into the air right at the end of the intro so that I land back on my feet to the first beat of the bass line. The crowd suddenly begins to shake from the center of the dance floor. People cheer euphorically, shriek and stretch their hands up while they start dancing ecstatically. The euphoria spreading in a split second across the entire dance floor, which is now going full blast. This is the description of the beginning of my set at the Maya festival in Brazil that I played recently. But this story does not start here, but 7 years ago in California, before all the parties and huge festivals, before Australia, the Himalayas, Guatemala, India, Sri Lanka, Costa Rica, Mexico, and countless other exotic countries that I have visited over the years as a musician. Before the expensive hotels and the countless trips to strange faraway places. At that time, I was a young German trance producer, almost 20 years old, who was about to make his international breakthrough. Not long before, I broke off my studies at the Academy of Fine Arts Munich to concentrate fully on music.